Hello, my loves. I know it's been a while, but the heat has been turned all the way up. Your girl just needed to make sure she was safe to bring you updates on our inner circle. After a run-in with the Jersey Devil, they learn more about our messiah, Laszlo De Angelis, a two-bit thug who was at the wrong place at the right time. During a mass embrace, our four apostles get a whiff of the plan, with help from a little worm. This gives them an idea to try out their so-called savior in a series of tests. I guess Mommy Empress did not prepare little Laszlo for the brutality our new pack had in store. On the brink of death, he's saved only by the grace of the Jersey Devil once more. Can this gangster turned kindred really do the Empress's bidding? Find out soon. Kisses. Surprised you made time to see me personally, Father.
I'm sure you'd appreciate a call, but phones and I don't mix well.
Is it really happening? Is this lick really gonna take down the Camarilla?
The Empress believes she's pulled all her strings. The rest of my church have been doing things to ensure this works out.
All this effort for that book Adisa claims to have in her possession.
Indeed, it's time the bloodlines return and rule as they were meant to.
Cute. And when it all works out, we're free to go back.
Yes, my dear. With the Camarilla destabilized and the Anarchs playing catch-up, even your sister, the Spider Queen, can't stop you.
Good. It's time we took back our city. New York. Mama's coming home.
You know what the time is. It's inescapable. It's that one thing, despite everything, despite your connection to fire, that doesn't necessarily mean that your connection with the sun. An unknowable, untold amount of fire, untold amount of life. You don't claim the blush of it, the blush of life, that the arc of eternity, that Jesus, that mortals, puny, degenerate humans claim in their day-to-day, in their living, their waking. However many encounters you've had, close chances, you know that the sun is going to rise very soon. From the tree line, from every bit of sparkling eye, you have an army all around you. Part of it not even belonging to you, but part of it, it does. And 3 of your coterie inner circle, soon to be packmates, soon to be something, they are all stock still. They are frozen in their tracks. Your first thoughts, feelings, actions.
They hear a clap as 2 leather gloves slap together. Fucking fast are you?
There are some that don't fall in line as soon as you would like them to. But there are some that stand and they become prepared. They become ready right before your very eyes.
I'm not one for talking. There's others that are better for that kind of shit. We've got to figure out what the fuck happened with those 3. We gotta do it fast.
Give me a wits awareness, please. Get a 3.
3. Okay, roll. Okay, that's 3 successes.
3 successes. They're muddied They are cloudy. Just the lights from artificial lights, just the lights from what seems to be anything that any of these packmates could potentially be casting off of, but the shadows are getting liquid. They are moving at a rate that makes no sense for the forms around you to be able to handle, able to make. They were just born. It's time to move.
I'd like to use my check the trunk merit, which allows me to gather an item that would equal resources 2. And I'm going to say that this group of vultures, this newly formed pack, would have in their cars chains that could drag across the earth.
You got it.
And with those chains, try to disperse. So even if they miss something as they're dragging them behind, as they're flailing out, maybe that might catch something. It might mess with whatever's going on here with the earth. I, on the other hand, am built for one thing and one thing only. I'm not made for hide and seek. That's a game for weaklings and children. I play another game, which is I need to destroy the fuck out of the earth so I can get people underground fast. So I am going to be punching and ripping through concrete, asphalt, dirt, tree root, rock, whatever, to dig a hole and tunnels to, when we get these fuckers, put them underground.
Is there an associated roll with any... This is just using your, like, general potence to add to some kind of brawl roll sort of thing?
Yeah, so this is me utilizing potence, as well as I have my discipline, which is called Wrecker,
right.
But not a home wrecker. The vampire is able to exert violent, indiscriminate force on a static object in order to shatter, smash, and destroy it.
I would say plenty the ground all around you is static.
Perfect. Well, in that case, I will be able to count my potence rating twice when I use prowess for feats of strength that invoke damage or destruction of an inanimate object. So when I roll this strength, which I have 4 dots in, and my potence roll, which I have 4 dots in, I will actually be rolling 8 potence dots. So I'll be rolling 12 die for this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
In order to do this quick, give me 7.
Okay. And even though Carbon is stricken by hubris, Wes Franks is not, and so I will be rousing the blood, if you do not mind.
Of course.
To add 2 more die to this. Perfect, and I succeed. God damn, okay. Alright. That is 11 successes with a critical.
And as to clarify earlier, you have the rest of the packmates lunging out with chains towards the shadows.
Yeah, disturbing the ground, reaching out towards the shadows, trying to fuck with them to help the others break free from whatever's going on in them. The only way I know how to snap people out of things is by putting them underwater and drowning them or smashing them up against the wall or something, so that's probably not the best way to do it.
There is a chorus, or maybe just pure percussive line of just the sound of chains ringing through the air, snapping against trees, snapping against the ground, and there is just you. Can you orchestrate me a symphony, paint me a scene of what it looks like as you tear the ground apart to put your coterie into the ground?
I see something as if like all this dirt's getting kicked up, all this like smoke from like tires hitting asphalt, but also like cutting through like dirt and like land and everything like that. And it's just having this kind of the movie Baby Driver. I know that almost every single actor in that movie's gotten canceled or whatever, but it's still a fantastic film, and it utilizes sound really cool, where like the whole city of Atlanta is like alive, and like so it adds to the soundtrack. And I think we have whatever's happening right now with the song that's playing, so it's not, you know, non-diegetic or anything like that. But it's just kind of with like the whipping of like chains and the revving of motors and the squealing of tires and everything. And then it's just this percussive beat that is held as if Carbon is a drummer. Any Joey Jordison, any of your favorite drummers for any of your favorite metal bands, hitting concrete once and twice like Donkey Kong, fists, and then cracks forming. And then once those cracks form, taking hands, these gloved hands, and shredding through this leather as he's ripping up and lifting sheets of asphalt, and then just stirring and digging, grabbing tree root and yanking, pulling, and trying to dig just deep enough so that there'll be enough to left over to where I can bury these assholes once we find them and everything. And so we're going to be going by order of importance for this whole operation to go off, and so that is going to in fact be Judas first, and then the other two will be, well, they're equal, so whoever I get to first will then deal with that. So, you know, got it.
Do you feel like a god, Carbon? As you, it's not even just pure sheer agility that you are getting through this. It is just almost as if the ground melts under your touch as you pull apart gravel.
Carbon comes from a part of the world where everybody's like very much dirt poor. It comes from South Carolina, from the center of it, which is just very, very like rural, poverty-stricken, but like a very proud people, like most areas like that. And believes in workers and people that, you know, work with their hands. A lot of like electricians, power line operators, things like that. And so to think of yourself like a god is to think of yourself as stagnant, as lazy. You dictate. You are a foreman. You are a manager. You don't actually do work. Carbon has never been stricken by stories of God, the Father, even Jesus Christ, but those of angels and apostles, the workers, the ones that take their hands and they build or they destroy, and they do into service, because that's how the real work is done, through service, acts of service. It's not those that are leading the congregation with words. And so it's just feeling fueled, kind of like, just like that, just kind of just digging into all of that. I'm a pure machine. I am a killer. I am a Canaanite. I am peak.
We move over from the violence, from the ground unearthing and ripping apart in your hands, to a much stranger place. Sal, Candy, and King. There's no possible way that you could have ever experienced something like this, but it feels like you were wading in warm, void water. Like a pond of several days of summer rain. But everything below you, your hands, your knees, the way that everything seems to bend, it defies all sense of gravity, logic, the state of matter that is liquid. You are floating in air, but it is water. What is a childhood fairy tale that one of you might even remember, if either of you even dream or remember it anymore?
I think King is the youngest, so.
King's the baby.
I mean, just because I'm the youngest doesn't mean fairy tale. God,
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. I feel like, I mean, raised during the time that I was, I feel like most of the fairy tales that I was like familiar with, quite tragically, are probably like things that were Disney movies or like short animations and such. So maybe it's Snow White.
In the air, there is just this arc above you, almost as if a rainbow, of the not fully formed bodies of what seems to be the 7 dwarves. They're all just sort of bulbous and gaseous, moving as if bubbles. And there is sort of a glitching, sort of whistling sound off in the distance. It sounds like maybe it's in your left ear or maybe right behind you, but you're laying down, but you're in water. How is sound so clear here? But the bubbles, no matter how far off they go, they seem to still be visible enough to form a trail, some kind of path. Who stands?
Can we all see? Oh, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Can we all see this?
Yeah, can we all see each other? And we're all seeing the same thing.
Yep, you are on a
Presumably.
perfect triangle distance away from each other.
Up with King.
The hell happened? Who the fuck was that? Where the fuck are we? As he's slowly making his way to his feet.
I look down at our third party, Candy. Has she gotten up?
She's sitting in this tepid water, more frustrated than like concerned with where they are. So, why is there only 3 of us?
Fuck is Carbon?
I think the question is, the fuck are we?
That's fair.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that this is some magic bullshit.
Bullshit.
Good job.
Oh, look. Well, there's only one way, and it seems to be leading us down that, which means it's definitely a trap.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, you know. Let's go follow the obvious trail in this fucked up. Looks like the 7 dwarves. Is that some like. What the
Come
fuck
on.
is this?
Merrily we go.
God.
We'll follow. I don't know if. I mean, have you seen anything like this before?
No.
No.
Candy, give me an
Intelligence occult?
intelligence occult. Yeah.
Okay. I'm in Hunger 4. That's all blood dye, baby.
I'm also before.
Oh my god, y'all!
I'm hungry.
Oh,
I think that's pretty sexy of us.
It's very sexy of you.
is, I think, one success. Let me see. Yeah, that is one success.
If you have any willpower or any rerolls, you can go for it.
But your blood die. You can't reroll blood die. There's the rule.
Oh, you're right. It was just blood die. Maybe you've had a dream like this before. Maybe there was some wonderful opium influenced dream long, long before. But those types of dreams aren't based in anything entirely real. But all of you do remember the voice, the preamble with which led you all here. And in a voice that comes much clearer, but doesn't show an immediate form or an immediate presence. Very Stanley Parable. Oh, you guys don't want to follow the bubbles?
I mean, unless anybody has a better idea.
I don't have a better idea, but I would love, like, an explanation or something. That would be great.
If they wanted to kill us, they probably just could have.
You know, there's things that are way worse than dying, right?
No, I understand, but if they wanted to just torture us, they wouldn't have to put us on a path to walk to get tortured, where we could potentially not walk that direction. If they've already put us in a weird magic forest world, then why not just immediately put us into whatever fire pit they're gonna make in our...
Hello, Magic Voice. I would love your... What, exposition?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to do the exposition. I thought maybe it would be fun for you all.
What kind
I could just show up.
Find out.
Oh, God.
I mean... What's the end game here? What's this? What is this?
God, this guy's really just not that much fun, huh?
Oh,
No.
not at all.
Go Rick Candy, like, girl.
In a bubble. Little tiny bubble that begins to get bigger and bigger and bigger with no apparent form, no fairy godmother type thing to float inside of it. But as soon as it pops, all of you are sort of in this blurry children's imagination, some kind of dreamy, forested land where some of the flora is beginning to fill in some of the greenery in the area. But the animals here, as they walk around, they are without heads. They are without faces. They are without the eyes protruding on either side of their face. There are birds with no wings. They roll around on the ground. And the Jersey Devil sits on what seems to be some kind of log stoop.
Well, we meet again.
We do meet again.
The fuck? So... do you just want to hang out? Is this what this is? This is... why...
Somebody want to clue me in?
Oh! King. This is... the Jersey fucking Devil.
Hi, King. I've heard a little about you.
The Jersey Devil, Mother Leeds, Cryptid of the Pine Barrens, all sorts of things. But something that maybe your friends figured out from before is that maybe clearly, I am not a part of your undead world. I am a changeling.
Okay.
Yes.
I apologize to all of you. I really did try to wrap up your other friend in this business because we have rapport from the one time that we all met and I was completely naked. And you can see she's not pregnant this time. She's fully clothed. She seems to be wearing like very extravagant clothing. Jersey
Congratulations.
wife. I really tried, but sometimes there are those with an extremely strong wherewithal.
Yeah, that's coming.
Not to say that you three don't have strong willpower and things like that, but it seemed like I caught you all at a very interesting time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were
I
going
think I
to
speak
kill.
for all of us. Yeah.
You were going to kill Jesus.
You know he's not really Jesus, right?
Of course,
Okay.
Of course I know.
I
that.
had.
Oh my gosh.
But unfortunately, you and your Empress and I, we had a shared boon of sorts with which I promise I will not be interfering or intervening anymore. This was the last of the interaction that I would ever be having with her. But she needed him alive.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what? I think I'm actually kind of beyond this. Laszlo.
Laszlo.
That piece of shrimp rat that you. He's quite literally useless.
Well, excuse me, Miss the Devil. If you were simply here to misdirect us, is it possible to just bring us back? I'm
Yes,
sure
of
the wolf has
course.
gotten away.
All of you waking up, unfortunately, would probably be very inconvenient to all of you in your waking forms. So, as a courtesy,
Why?
the sun's coming up.
You bitch.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Are we?
Get us out.
We were in the process of that, King. If we can lower the testosterone.
The more we talk, the longer time.
You see what I dealt with?
Please continue.
The Jersey Devil leans into King's Rage. Candy and Sal, you remember the last time that she had specifically asked for your rage. And she just leans in to King further. You are absolutely delicious.
What?
I don't know. Sometimes you have to enjoy some testosterone.
What the fuck are you talking about? Get us out of here.
Again, as a courtesy, I don't think I'll do that quite yet. In the meantime... Well, wow, what can I tell you? There's nothing left that I have to keep a secret. Then there's no other reason that I have to intervene, like I said. Do any of you have any questions?
Why do you have a boon with the Empress?
She has existed for an extremely long time. There is an unknown, untold, delicious anger, as well as many other emotions that she can elicit from people. She can force it to happen in a way that I have learned from. Not so much that I have become undead, but the way that she extracts her glamour through the blood. Well, you can say that it's a great way to trade amongst the fairy folk and the many other fellows who want to change it up a little bit.
Okay, fable shit, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think that actually answered her question about why you have a specific boon with the Empress to keep that little rat buck alive.
Oh, right. It was a sort of on standby situation, fill it out as we go. And that was the one thing after many, many years of our friendship, or I suppose business partnership, that she had just suddenly asked. So, I keep my promises.
So, what? You're just gonna keep us in here until the fucking sun comes up and murk us? Is that the sort of plan here? Because I'd love to know.
Well, you're being taken care of at the same time. I'm not specifically... It just so happened that the sun was rising at some point, but you still have your very many wonderful pack mates, whatever it's called, your little doggies. You're being taken care of.
All right. So, I don't know. I have like a bunch of fucking questions. Somebody else talk. You're pissing me off.
No, I feel like we can
that.
walk and talk and use
Yeah.
what the bubbles we're supposed to interact with.
Oh, yes, sure. That's interesting. No one ever really wants to interact with the bubbles. Sometimes they're not
I'm
bubbles.
just trying to expedite this.
You do this a lot.
Sal, go. Do it. Sal,
please.
Oh.
Do you want me to touch one or some shit? Like, what's the...
Yeah, I'm not
Touch
You was-
it.
What? No, just get us the fuck out of here. What are
Touch
we
a bubble.
doing?
Okay, you know what? Fine. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna just touch it. And just... Boop.
You see a conversation. Almost again, this like childlike drawing. And you see what looks to be a radio tower, a radio station. The sign is all written in what seems to be not specific letters, but there is a crimson color. There is a very beautiful brown-skinned woman passing off what seems to be a manila envelope with red spectacles, a devious smile, and the person she is passing them off to is what seems to be shadowy people, shadow folk, with fangs and blood dripping down their face. And the childlike drawing disappears.
I'm gonna look to my friends, like, do you know what that was supposed to be?
No.
You said that pretty fast, King.
No, I'm frustrated. I'm done talking to this bitch. I don't know who she is. You all are just, she literally just told us the light of the sun is slowly inching closer to us. The more we sit here and talk, the less
And the
anything
more we
happens.
participate, the faster we get out of here.
Or does it?
King.
Or is it just a loop? Why are we supposed to believe that interacting with it does anything?
He's gonna walk past them and kick or touch or whatever the next one.
The next bubble. You are all, they are drawings clearly of you. Little crayon scribbles. And you were in the tunnel that led into the eventual, what would be the foothold of the Tremere. And then a paper flying by reveals what seems to be a Halloween party. It just says Halloween party. Everyone invited. And there is that monstrous fish-like thing that you saw when Jesus showed his horrid form, his real, whatever it was, dragging what seems to be some kind of package, some kind of Halloween special surprise. He looks horrid. He looks in pain, devastated, crying. There's, in fact, big globules of just like blue tears coming down, animated as he walks. And you see, Sal, what seems to be a caricature of Annie. You see the prince, Lorraine Reynolds. And you see other Primogen, current, at this Halloween party. And Jesus poofs in a light of confetti. And everyone else goes down too. And everyone else individually goes into poofs of white confetti.
Oh, shit. What was that little gremlin guy? What was that?
I think that was Laszlo.
I mean, he sucks, but that's a mean-ass drawing of him. Just saying. Oh, fuck.
So, are these, like, talking to the Jersey Devil, are these possibilities? Are these visions? Or is that... Are we missing that right now?
This is the future.
Like, for sure? Or is this, like, the plan? Is you guys drew it on a little crown and you just made a fucking plan? Or is this, like, some stupid magic shit?
This was the plan from the very beginning. This is a fairy tale. This is something that wishes it would love to happen.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time thinking they're gonna let that little fucking goblin into where all the Primogen are. I really am having a hard time thinking that could happen. To, like, what, blow them up? Kill them all? I know that's the fucking plan, but like King said, he's a little piece of shit. He can't do it. There's no... Back me up here.
The next one, just...
One bubble per person. I would need Delicious to pop one too.
I'm not indulging in this.
King.
This is stupid.
It's stupid. It's
Please.
stupid. But we're at her party. And if we don't do it, I really don't
By
think she's gonna let
force.
us leave. Yeah, I don't want to be here. Neither do you. None of us do, except for her, I think.
I don't want to be here.
I know, the Jersey Devil. I know you don't want to be here. You look so happy about this. Just do it, King.
Fine. And we'll walk over to one of the bubbles and just like slap at it.
The last bubble.
Cat.
No, literally.
The 20-some people of the Church of Baal line up all horizontally. You can see the Church of Baal, Father Aylwin, the bishop of that church. You can see the entire line of the Home of Vultures. The entire line of every single church within Jersey. All in conversation, all in rainbow-like lines. Just sort of stuttering and squiggling and wriggling and writhing all around each other. And you can see the lines go as if sun rays into New York across the river.
Just like that, huh? That easy? I don't fucking believe it.
Well, it seems we have 3 futures.
I think it's all one. Just connected. Some stupid domino bullshit that the Empress thinks is gonna happen. And for some reason, she staked all of our futures on Laszlo. Just some random fuck we found in the woods.
I found. She found.
You found.
What?
Why did you scoop this motherfucker up?
Well, I found him, and she took him, the Empress. And she decided to make him her baby. And me sort of as some kind of godmother. It's not very strictly written out, honestly. But he has to live. For now.
No. Shut the fuck up. Are you saying you are Jesus's fairy godmother? Is this a thing you're saying to us right now?
Above table, that's our second t-shirt. The Jersey Devil's the pregnant stripper. The Jersey Devil's my fairy godmother. Get your merch now. badhouserpg.storeenvy.com.
It's very like Blue to just create a bunch of fairy godmothers. Maybe there's just this maternal instinct going around now, but...
So, just kind of going back and parsing this again. Our Lord and Savior is actually the Empress's child. She embraced him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sort of more, maybe a homunculus of some sort. He's a bunch of things pulled together. A bunch of cancerous cells. Maybe literally a bunch of fish and a bunch of bread.
He doesn't expect him to live.
Nope.
she already planned for us to kill him in the first place, but that's just what she told us. He was going there to die because there's probably something in him.
He's a fucking bomb.
And a headache.
Why would she need us to
Cancer.
train a bomb?
Headache bomb.
Just to keep him busy?
Well, he was still a baby. He was learning. That was the whole part. That was the intention.
Just so he can die?
To become stronger and then become so fragile in the engine that is still his very new body. And to become... You know when they feed beer to cows, baby cows, and they fatten up all their insides, and then they chop off the head so that they don't have to see the rest of the process. And then they take the tongue and the eyes and everything else, and they give them to the suburban kids in Delaware to dissect on.
You all made a kid just to power him up beyond his body? That's fucking stupid. There must have been a better way if you wanted to take out a room full of primogens.
Could you have possibly thought of any other more fun way?
No, because I wouldn't be stupid enough to try this in the first place.
Well, we could.
Roped us all into it. We're all his goddamn fairy godmothers. This is...
And I must be honest. Of course, there is stake. There's stake in this for me too. Because if he destabilizes the vampires specifically, the Camarilla.
The Camarilla?
Yeah. Then, well, there's less people for my enemy to forge alliances with.
Everybody's got an angle.
Who is it?
The fairy godmother.
The fuck are you talking about? Candid, you look like you know who she's talking about.
I'm so very tired. I think I'm ready for my body to be taken by the sun.
Okay.
No.
No. Don't be saying that shit. Don't be saying that shit.
Or at least, if you're gonna just leave Candy here, at least let both of us out of here.
Yeah, I don't...
You know,
Look,
I've never
we get it.
made a vampire a changeling, but I think you would do fabulously in Arcadia.
Even in Arcadia.
You're not seriously considering this, Candy. You're not seriously fucking considering this.
No, I want some resolution immediately. All we've been is stuffed with facts and glimpses that is driving even me crazy.
Yeah. I don't like what you're doing. This
Okay.
is a dumb way to die.
I think we're good. If you all have any other questions, I won't be around. So this is gonna have to be it. Everything that you've seen today is laid out before you to potentially happen one or two or three of ways. And I don't know. You have the rest of your dead lives ahead of you, so enjoy it. Smile. Read a book or something along those lines. whatever. And then, as if the shittiest last words from like a fairy godmother like ever, like suddenly you've hit puberty, you're married, you've met your happy ending, you never need to see your fairy godmother ever again. She just half-heartedly like waves her hand, and all of you find yourselves breathing in and intensely covered in crushing weights of dirt and asphalt. And we're gonna take a break. Dirt, gravel, coffin, air, night, breeze, as it finally comes back to all of us. Carbon, for whatever reason, you sitting on top of whatever fixture you are as you await the night. The shadows don't follow you. Your hulked out form sort of calming down, having to hide out, having to have your own sleep. And then finally, the wakefulness, the night's call greets all of you, and it is with the horrifying reality of dirt. None of you have been buried before. That's not true, actually. King, a second birth from your initial shovel heading. But who was the first to crawl themselves out from the dirt?
It feels like King would have the most experience doing that, actually.
This would be a very familiar place I find myself, especially having thought about it recently. I think the visions of flesh smashed against flesh and dirt and rock and stone all just kind of comes back to him, and with the hands this transformation has given him, he will dig his way out the same way that he came in.
First one up, Carbon. Next.
I'll say Candy. Just to be a tabletop. Falling after King. Just ultimately disgusted with the surroundings and using the will of might to just scratch through all this rock and grime and shit.
Second. And finally.
After Candy, I claw my way through. I think it's wondering if this is another trick and we're about to crawl our way back into sunlight. And that's why he waits. Because that bitch, the Jersey Devil, might just want to kill us in an elaborate way. But maybe we're lucky.
Good evening, brothers, sister. Dust yourself off. We're behind. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. Whoever lives by believing me will never die. Do you believe this?
But I'm going to be really honest, I am not in the mood.
You don't have to be. It comes for all of us at its own time, at its own pace. It's not something you can set a watch to, brother.
I assume we have you to thank for getting us to safety.
Yes. The area is going to need a little bit more of a, overhaul. The McMillan family are going to, have a hell of a morning.
Well, I owe you.
I had the cattle stop and grab some things that might make you feel more renewed. There are baby wipes and fresh clothes for you all.
That's sweet, Carbon. We do owe you one. King's right.
3 individual, to be exact.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not stupid.
Fine.
Oh, look, it's
Are you
only
shocked?
right.
What was it like?
It was kind of bullshit. She had us stuck in some kind of fairy room with bubbles and bullshit.
I don't know. I think you would have had a better time than us. It was esoteric horse shit. Like fucking crown drawings, the future. It was real theatrical, you know.
Real theatrical.
Yes.
My maker always said that I should go out and experience more delights than just the one that was put in front of me every Sunday. To be mind-fucked by a pagan goddess of the woods has been misinterpreted by bumfuck yokels in North Jersey. Well, I envy the 3 of you. But it must mean that you must all toughen up. Make sure you're made of sterner stuff.
I think you see King like about to say something, and then closes his mouth, looks to the ground. That's your one.
Getting kind.
Okay, so we're walking and talking.
I mean, walking the fuck where? We're not still doing this, right?
I mean, it's a principle thing at this point.
Surely.
Like, the little fucker deserves it. The Empress kind of deserves
I'm
it.
I'm all for killing Laszlo. Like that.
Okay,
no. I'm all
okay. I
for
thought
that.
that's what you meant.
No. No. He's fucking dead. No, the kid's
Then
fucking.
what are you talking about?
Was
I
the
just-
Ventru Enter Tribute Pact that you were raised in prone to flights of cowardice? I think I have my answer. See? Okay, well, let's go. We started it, let's finish it.
What are you talking about, though, King? Are we still doing what?
I mean, are we still going with the Empress's whole thing? Right? Yeah, we're gonna go kill Laszlo, absolutely. But after that, the Empress isn't gonna be happy that we killed her fucking bomb before he got a chance to blow up.
Well, that's her problem.
Well,
picked a
and
stupid
then it's
fucking
going
bomb.
to be our problem after we killed her pet, or I'm sorry, her son.
I think it's the same thing.
No. The very fact that all 4 of us are standing right here is testament. It's revelation to us. We are truly, truly meant to be bonded together. Even if we were to have a 5th, we would make a fist. Truly worthy of Cain. To quote Scarface, New York City's a town that's a great big old pussy just waiting to be fucked, am I right?
Listen, I already left one place. I don't mind going back. I don't give a fuck what the Empress thinks. Clearly, she has some pretty batshit ideas about what's an okay way to conduct yourself.
We're Sabat, you can't mince words like that. It becomes semantics after a while. I've been in that debate.
Look, you all might be nomadic and able to go wherever the fuck you want. I've got businesses. I have employees and clientele. I cannot just leave Jersey at the drop of a fucking
Taxes and
dime.
shit.
You need to diversify your bonds.
This isn't about me. This is this isn't about me or
For
that.
once, it's not about you, King. You truly have grown. I am proud of you.
Carbon,
It's
shut
not
the
so-
fuck up.
Fair enough.
All I'm saying is, we can't just go and kill him without a plan. The Empress will respond, And if she responds, so do all the other churches. And then what? It's the four of us against the entire family?
If we get caught killing Jesus. I mean, he's a bomb, right? Who says he doesn't go off early?
Do you know how to make him go off early?
No. But I do know that assuming we're gonna have witnesses for this is... I mean, let's be real here. We're all more talented than that. We lie. I look over at Candy like, give her a back me up here gesture, like...
No, I think that's fantastic, but I am also concerned. What do we do from now? We just let him do his little explosion and then we capture him? Or do we just lead him and say, oh, we're so proud of you for completing our marvelous scheme and thank the Jersey Devil for patching loose ends?
Depends. Do you want to see if we can fuck up the Camarilla, or...
He could do his fucking job.
Or they could just eat him.
I'm not really putting a lot of faith into his ability to do much of anything. Other than maybe blow up.
See, I think that might be the thing, though. I don't think he has to do anything but blow up, which is frankly crazy. I didn't know people could blow up. This is some bullshit that just happens that I wasn't aware of.
I don't fucking know.
We've been blowing up for centuries. Sorry.
I fucking hate magic.
It's useful, but it is bullshit.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Sal, you reach into your pocket, and there's something inside of it.
Oh, God. I think you guys all hear, like, is it something that wasn't there before? Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you all hear him go, God damn it. Just pull out whatever it is.
It is a wad of shrunken and preserved fingers tied together in an elaborate knot.
What does this mean?
Would any of us know what this means?
Intelligence occult, wits plus awareness.
Let's go.
Depending on who wants to do what role.
I'll do wits awareness.
Yeah, I'll also do wits awareness.
All of those are so bad for me, but I'll do my best.
Pookie Wookie storyteller, what's the difficulty?
What all of you have experienced, let's call it a 2.
Can I take half?
Of
That'll
course.
be 4.
Yes.
All right.
Well, that's one success.
Okay. 1 success from Sal.
Which tracks, honestly.
Carbon, do you attempt?
Oh no, I split my place.
Okay. Candy, you hold it, the wad of fingers tied up together. You smell it.
Just pass it over to you.
It smells like pussy. And the
What did I
occult
say?
knowledge that you have, it's a witch's knot. This is a ward of some kind. A protective one. Meant for Sal, specifically.
From who?
Who else smells like pussy that you just interacted with?
The Jersey Devil.
She is very gorgeous to me.
I'm not saying she's not gorgeous. She's also just a freak, which is okay. / neutral.
Here, you can have your juicy fingers back.
What the
They're
fuck?
meant to
What?
protect you.
From what? Just like in
Yes.
general?
Candy, I think
don't
you
know,
would be
Vicky.
able to tell. It's like protection against bad energy, bad villains, and anti-legions, but also an anti-scrying.
You're about to be up to your elbows in taumaturgists. You need every little bit you can help.
Okay.
So you don't get your brain rewired and you start, having your mind go wandering off to other places.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't like that shit.
Neither do I. It happens and it's fucked up. It's a whole thing that people I used to know can do and like to do. So I guess this is a sign from the Jersey Devil that she wants us to go into fucking New York and do whatever we're doing. And I guess, she said this was her one thing, her one favor.
Okay, yeah,
So-
but hold on. She basically also claimed him as her own.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm kind of not sure about. Like,
I don't think
If
she
she-
wants us to kill him either.
Maybe she's a brat.
Like, there's no reason for me to believe that she didn't immediately just go to the Empress and tell her that we're looking to kill him.
yeah, then what? So this is just some kind of weird misdirect? God, I hate riddles. I hate magic.
don't know.
I hate.
I don't know. And this is why I said we should stop and talk about this. We don't know what the fuck's going on yet.
I think while they're rambling in circles, Candy has used the wipes and gotten into plain clothes and feeling kind of awful about it, but
Did they bring any
It's the
blood
Gap.
water?
It's from the Gap.
she turns into ash.
Blood bags can be procured, yes.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm going to
amazing.
101.
I'm just gonna feed real quick.
Mm-hmm. Where are you guys going? Or did you have something, Candy?
Teacher, we forgot to do our rouse checks.
That's
Oh
so
my
true.
God.
That's very, very true.
We did.
I guess that would happen before I feed.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Success.
Success from Sal.
Oh, success. Oh,
Success.
baby.
I failed, but we move. Also, y'all don't forget to replenish your willpower. Either your
Yep.
stamina composure, right? Or is it composure resolve?
It's your composure or your resolve.
Yeah, whichever's higher.
Yeah. We're all good. I'm just at hunger 1.
I'm at home
God's
alone.
favorite angel. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Gotta keep- gotta be
Hubris is
sharp.
alive and well. 11 successes on that. Hubris. Your boy Carmen is feeling himself. Just
Carmen's always feeling himself.
God's favorite angel.
I'm trying to figure out how King feels about it.
We all have our sins. Pride is one that it comes before fall. It's all good.
That's not true.
Where the fuck are you guys going?
If nobody else, it sounds like Candy's leading the way though, unless she's just getting dressed. Does Candy have an idea?
She wants to go ahead and get this band-aid rip and go ahead and go up to New York, let this shit
Yep.
happen, and then go capture if there's anything left of Laszlo after the attack.
Mm-hmm.
We can stop at Rita's and get a water ice beforehand, and then we'll, do that. Sounds great.
Oh shit, I should probably. And I reach into my pocket, I pull out my phone, and I text in the group chat for everyone, great job, good job, go home.
Good game.
Good game. Get ready for the main event. And I'll check in with you all when we get there.
You get texted back, King, from your multiple mouths. The Church of Baal is briefing all of us.
Excuse me? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
Pauline is alive. And she told us what to do, where to be. We're just waiting to meet back with you.
Quick question to all of you. What church do you belong to? Send.
The College of Concord.
Correct. You do not take orders from the Church of Baal. You take orders from me. Send.
Every single one of them apologizes. It's just a mass of, we're sorry, I'm sorry, we're sorry, please forgive us, please forgive me.
Tell me exactly what she told you to do. And meet me back here where we are right now. Or actually, because we're about to leave, right? So maybe not here. Meet us at Rita's.
Okay, yeah.
We'll all get Uber.
Yeah.
That's my motherfucking dog right there.
At truly the most, like, near to dead strip mall situation where the Ritas is like the very cornerstone. It smells awful outside, but your new pack, all dressed business formal, almost as if this was some kind of like strange frat house that was, the frat houses where the business frat houses, everyone's wearing suits, everyone looks top form, but they are all very nervous as they approach.
King, did you tell us about these texts? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
No.
I think
go for it.
I think I would have told you that I have been that, like, as part of my preparation, like, I have my new pack that are going to be a part of it, and so that's how I'm communicating with them.
That
and
we're not shocked.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, as we're going, I would have told you, Church of Baal is up to some bullshit. I'm having my pack meet me to, figure out whatever the fuck they're doing.
Love it.
One steps forward, essentially. Pauline came to us and just let us know that we wouldn't have to wait. We wouldn't have to deploy until we had your specific words and orders. But she told us that with the Ark of Eternity, with the rest of the apostles were bound to do, which was to partake in the siege with and along Jesus Christ.
I turned to look at my fellow apostles. Hey, I don't remember being told to do that, right?
Not even a little.
Carbon doesn't roll in the Vanguard.
Do you? Excuse me. We're gonna have a little talk and gonna sidebar the four of us away from the pack. Well, and I kind of like, hey, go get your order. Hey, be so fucking nice. You better tip well, okay?
They pull out $100 bills to tip the Ritos people.
Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my god.
We're about to make these people's fucking night.
Wait, are we the good guys?
We're always the good guys.
Rita's Rita's Italian ice is like hallowed ground. It's neutral territory. It's a no feeding zone.
Yeah.
Truly.
So she's trying to kill everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. That's what I thought.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask the group. How do you all feel about that?
How do you think we feel? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna speak to these two other chuckle fucks. I am wondering why she cares to kill us.
Because she wants him to live. She was never going to let us feed on him. She was going to kill us, and he would keep going.
Okay, but why this elaborate fucking theatrics?
Because we wouldn't have agreed to it otherwise.
Right. We wouldn't have.
Yeah, well, babies have big dreams, and mamas want their baby boys to grow up to be nice and strong, and I want to really tie her to the front of my car and drive as fast as I can down the turnpike, but we don't get what we want, Though, I could strap her to the front of my car and drive her down the turnpike as fast as I can if I could just get my hands on her, but...
Yeah, that's gonna be the problem, buddy.
Normally, my church teaches that we should abstain from such treachery. But seeing as this Empress finds the tools of traitors and liars to be the ones she masters, and she sees fit to see the lives of our kin as sacrifice for whatever bullshit she's up to, I think I'm inclined to agree. Something needs to be done about the Empress and her pet.
Her pet can be dealt with. I think we might need a little bit more strength behind us to deal with her. She has a deep pocketbook. A lot of connections. I don't trust anybody that wears Lululemon like that.
What?
She's wearing yoga gear.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just take this as some kid thing. So what's your plan? What's everyone's plan? What are we thinking? Fucking brainstorm. You got a pack? I look at Candy. You've got a lot of people. Cobbin, you've got a lot of people. So, I point to... I'm just gesturing vaguely, like, to the three of you.
We can't just randomly kill the Empress. I'm sure if we told the rest of the apostles that what's going on, they would probably agree with us, but there are still rules.
The rest of the apostles that hate us because we made sure to let them know that they're beneath us.
Mm-hmm.
We could let them know that the Empress is planning on blowing them up. I'm sure they have feelings about that.
And we could probably whip them into shape.
And if anything, we can probably bend them to our needs if necessary. I'm sure their own survival is probably more useful to them than their pride.
To be fair,
Between the eight of them, they do have a spine or two amongst them.
I was just going to say, among the four of us, I think Sal could be the most amicable.
For the apostles?
Yes. Unless there's some shooting I missed.
No. No, I really didn't give a fuck about the rest of them because I thought this whole thing was silly. So I guess, so you want me to go round them up? Is that the idea? We round up all of these other people and tell them that the Empress was gonna kill them anyway, no matter what happened. And she was gonna do it for some bullshit they won't get to enjoy, because they'll be dead, for real. Is that the idea? And then we just... coup? Is this a coup?
Something you're familiar with, Sal, is operating under false pretenses. We go ahead and tell them that we're preparing them for the attack with the Empress. We bring them to a location. We drop the bomb on them. We see how they react. If there's any that agree with us, we immediately bring them amongst the fold. Anyone that dissents gets bent over and, well, disciplined.
I think just killed, I think is better. I think this is
If we can break them, then we need the numbers.
We do need the numbers, and I would rather us not have unnecessary death. But if any of them get...
I look over at King. You murdered a person, like, in front of all of us.
That was a duel. It was sanctioned, and he chose for it to be to the death.
Okay, you know what? Fair, he did choose
He insulted me in front of everyone.
Okay. That's fair, that's custom, but I'm just saying. That's a big...
I'm just saying, if we don't have to kill...
Okay, girls, okay, we have a plan.
Yeah.
We can...
have a plan.
Yes.
And then from there, we can create another plan to figure out what to do about the Empress and her pet.
I appreciate this agile project management.
Of course. Are you okay?
Me? Never
Yes.
better. I'm glowing, positively.
I can tell. You seem very eager and jumpy, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but it's Just a thing I wanted to know.
It's what
You
happens when you
utilize-
kill your boyfriend.
No. You just utilize your entire being to outrun the sun. It does something to the synapses. It awakens something inside you. The beast is just feeling ornery, and it'll be okay. It's fine. It just comes with the territory. This would be an ample opportunity to document things. Or are any of you opposed to me placing a camera upon each of you, not only to know where you're at and what's going on, but for record-keeping purposes?
Honestly, at this point, if you didn't, I think you'd be weird.
That'll go well with the other one that I hid amongst your stuff. Joking. Where am I?
It's growing on me. This is growing on me. So I guess Sal's gonna go round them up. And we bring them to a set. Do we just bring them here?
We're just gonna bring him to Doritos?
I mean, we're already here.
I guess.
And there's also my pack is here, so it feels like
Your pack
that
is
might
here.
feel like a threat. That might feel like a threat.
Yeah, we should
that.
find someplace near the siege site, maybe near the bridge or
The tunnel?
warehouse, the tunnel, where the tunnels within the tunnel would be best. I feel very comfortable there. There might even be some of my cousins that we might be able to recruit just for.
Oh yeah. I still think Worm would be good at this.
Okay, hold on, wait. I agree with all this. I'm very much down for it. We need to decide right here and now, before we pull the trigger on this, what is our envisioned best case scenario for what happens after we kill the Empress. Like, the political structure, I don't really give a lot. I don't give a lot of shits about the politics of our little family here, but the politics do exist. And if we cooed our there's, it has to either be one of the four of us or will be one of the other apostles taking her place. And honestly, I don't really trust any of those motherfuckers.
But there's a way to establish trust amongst us.
I mean, we've made it this far.
If you would be so kind, I would be honored to participate in Vauldery amongst all of you.
Okay.
You good, Candy?
Go get a cut. Go get a fucking cup. You get what you want, Carvin. Go ahead.
Go ahead to the Nissan, and I grab a reusable Wawa cup.
God.
And I bring it out, and I grab a barrel, and I drag it to the center of us, and I set the cup on top of the barrel.
Christ.
I bring out a multi-tool.
How is my pack reacting to us about to do this right here?
What the first person that you spoke to about when Pauline had spoken to them, they have handcuffed themselves between two close pillars to the ground just as preemptive punishment. And everyone else is just sort of watching with untold curiosity and scandal, essentially, but they're not saying anything.
I think this is
On my book of Nod currently. Continue, sorry.
No, you're good. Actually, I think before we do our thing, I'm gonna go to them and I go, I know you all have been kind of thrown into the deep end. Your unlife is still very new to you. The connection you all share with each other is still very new to you. You have felt pain, you have felt death. Hopefully, you've also felt some amount of vigor or passion and all of it. And I'm sorry for that. I'm not sorry. I'm not. That's just the thing people say. I'm not sorry about it, but I hope that you're getting used to it, because tonight is going to be a very big night. And I want you to remember what tonight feels like, being connected to each other in the way that you are. All the pain you will feel, all the adrenaline you will feel, doubled, tripled, multiplied by all of you. It will be exciting, exuberating even. And there will be a day when you all have graduated from the stage that you're in right now, and you will be once more singular and an individual. Of course, amongst our family, we are always never alone, but you will be more alone than it feels like it's possible to be right now. But when that day comes, remember, you can always choose to be connected again. But do so thoughtfully and with people you trust.
In a haunting chorus of similarity, synchronicity, a mirror parallel to what all four of you might just experience together, they all say in unison, "We love you as we all love each other."
Okay, cool. Just creepy, but good. Good. All right. And then I'm going to turn back around and go to the group.
Got your kinky stuff out of the way? I kind of like nod to the person who's chained themselves to the
Yeah,
poles.
no, they're very eager. They're very eager, which is always
Oh.
great, I think, in New Blood. You know, you'd rather them be very eager than a fucking coward like what's his shit was. You know, they want to get into the deep end of it, and you know, I'm happy to see that.
I mean, I'm not here to shame anybody's voyeurism.
Yeah, it is a little crazy. We are in a parking lot, so
Yeah, that's is this normal? Okay, you know what? I actually don't
look,
care.
they're all about like upper college age. Someone's just gonna. It's fine. It's hating
Yeah.
or something.
While Carbon is preparing, one of the last things Carbon does is goes to the window of the Ritas and knocks on it,
Yeah.
and then gonna turn and lift the mask, like just take it completely off and go, "You need to run now!"
Screaming, shrieking, the light's still on, the refrigerator is obviously still going. The Rita's vacates.
Alright. And before we do this, I do turn to Candy while Carbon's scaring people off. I'm unperturbed by this. I feel like this is something I've seen. And turn to Candy. You're awful quiet.
Well, what is there to say?
You are not somebody who's just fucking speechless.
Well, I didn't say I was speechless. I didn't say what is there to say. I want this over with. I'm lost in thought. How about that?
Oh, really? Do elaborate for the class thing, because apparently we're all about to be blood bonded or some shit, so.
How can I say this distinctly? The Empress and I, we go centuries back. The little thing I do, this doesn't come for free or cheap or any of my assets. I'm molded into someone new to continue my duties or whatever whims of fantasy I have. So I'm losing something very important, and I'm trying to think about my next phase.
Sure you want to do this then? You can pipe up. You can fucking disagree with people. I know you're good
Oh no,
at
she
it.
fucked me over, so...
Okay. Right, don't worry. I'm sure your new face will be great. He fucking pats your cheek patronizingly.
Kind of like this little jerk back. But what about you? What are you doing after this? Are you staying?
No.
Then where are you going?
New York.
So you are staying, like, within
Oh, I thought you meant fucking New Jersey. I was like, no, I'm not staying in this shithole. I'll see what happens. I'm not just gonna dip on carbon.
Never mind. Good.
No,
Fantastic.
never mind. No.
No. I'm not saying anything.
Come on, fucking spit it out.
What you and your mud do is none of my business.
Every time. You know, I should have known. I should have known that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, you should know me better, but men.
Well, we're all about to know each other real fucking good, so don't worry about it.
Carbon, are we ready?
Yes, sister.
Okay, let's please. I'm gonna go ahead and rouse the blood. Get that circulating.
I'm gonna rouse the blood.
Let's do it. Why not?
Let's rouse the blood.
Get a little hungry.
Same.
That's a success. Do you take the lead in this, Carbon? Did we decide on a pack priest? Or I guess you're going to be our pack.
I
That
guess I'm
feels
becoming pack
right.
priest.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
Of old, creation rites were known to be something as a celebration, a wake after a mass tragedy. At the end of the Civil War, and the end of the war against those that never stopped, we maintained. Through resiliency and knowing where we came from, we maintained. We gathered together to join in Voldery, to form a vinculum that will never break. This is for life. This will never degrade over time. When we join together, we are interlocked not only by blood, but by bone, by flesh, by sinew. When one of us is severed, the rest of us will feel it and carry that burden into the next battle. There may be those that will replenish our ranks, that will join us, but they will never, ever replace us. Cain teaches us that when we make a sacrifice, we carry it in our heart. We bear it like a mark. In the first times, Cain dreamt of the first times, the longest memory, the oldest father. Cain sang of the first times in the dawn of darkness, in Nod where the light of paradise shone. It would light up the night sky, and the tears of our parents would wet the ground. Each of us, in our way, set about to live and take our sustenance from the land. And I, firstborn Cain, I with sharp things planted the dark seeds, wet them in the earth, tended them, watched them grow. And Abel, secondborn Abel, tended the animals, aided their bloody births, fed them, watched them grow. I loved him, my brother. He was the brightest, the sweetest, the strongest. He was the first part of all my joy. And then one day our father said to us, Cain, Abel, to him above you must make a sacrifice, a gift of the first part of all that you have. And I, firstborn Cain, I gathered the tender shoots, the brightest fruits, the sweetest grass. And Abel, secondborn, Abel slaughtered the youngest, the strongest, the sweetest of his animals. On the altar of our father we laid our sacrifices and lit fire under them, and watched the smoke carry them up to the one above. The sacrifice of Abel, secondborn, smelled sweet to the one above, and Abel was blessed. And yet I, firstborn Cain, I was struck from beyond by harsh word and a curse, for my sacrifice was unworthy. I looked at Abel's sacrifice, still smoking, the flesh, the blood, and I cried. I held my eyes and I prayed in night and day. I tore my clothes, my hair was ripped asunder. What have I done to cause the one above to forsake me? And when Father said the time for sacrifice has come again, and Abel led his youngest, his sweetest, his most beloved to the sacrificial fire, I did not bring my youngest, my sweetest, for I knew the one above would not want them. My brother, beloved Abel, said to me, Cain, you did not bring a sacrifice. You did not bring a gift of the first part of your joy to burn on the altar for the one above. I cried tears of love as I with sharp things sacrificed that which was the first part of my joy, my own brother. And the blood of Abel covered the altar, and it smelled sweet as it burned. But my father said, Cursed are you, Cain, who killed your brother, as I was cast out. So shall you each be. Just as Cain's father exiled him to wander the darkness in the land of Nod, so shall we have been. Like Cain, we must fly into the darkness. We will see no source of light. We shall be afraid, and we will be alone. But no longer. In Sabbat history, there was the ones that came before, the first pack. They shared the blood such as we, the proud and noble Zamitzi, the honorable and pious Lasombra, those who joined in part, the Malkavian Vasantasina, the Tremere Goratrix, the Vitru Dominique Terrain, Nosferat. All of the ancients' blood flowed through them. There are those, our enemies, that will understand that our blood separates us and makes us different. But we know as Sabbat that is not the truth. We are but one Cainite. All of our blood stems from him. Through time and trial, our blood has been separated, but tonight we join it together once again so that we may be whole and harmonious as a ring. I ask you to take of this cup, I hold up the Wawa cup, and take of this ritual dagger, and I hold up the multi-tool, to rend flesh apart and drain that precious vitae which holds the souls of our forebears. Together we shall join it together, and we will take a sip of it each. And once we do so, we will then say the words, In nomine Cain, et Patris, et Gladius, et Sanguis Sancte. This is not just a doctrine, but a rallying cry. This is not just a rallying cry, but it is a lifestyle. It is a creed. It is an oath. It is you. You will take it and wear it upon your heart, your skin, your sleeve, your very being. All will know who you are. All will know that you bear the mark of Cain just as he bare it. There are those now who stand against us, not as true Sabbat, but as false prophets. And we shall show them what happens to false prophets when they spread their misdeeds and their lies and falsehoods. And I will go ahead and slice and drip, and then pass the cup to my left.
I take it, I cut, I add to it, and I pass.
And Candy takes it. She cuts, squeezes, and passes.
And I take it and cut, squeeze, and I pass it back to Carbon. You're muted, Wes.
You're muted.
May the sacrifice that we present to you tonight be seen as the youngest, the sweetest, the closest of our joy. May we bear your mark upon our skin and do this in remembrance of you. In nomine Cain, et Patris, et Gladius, et Sanguis Sancti. Now drink. Pass.
In nomine Cain, et Patris, et Gladius, et Sanguis Sancti.
In nomine Cain, et Patris, et Gladius, et Sanguis Sancti.
In nomine Cain, et Patris, et Gladius, et Sanguis Sancti. I drink.
I now look at you, not as Malkav, not as Ventru, not as Lysandra or Nosferat, but as brother and sister. But more so, we are one.
With the blood of all of you, the four winds, the four pillars, the four seasons, loyalty courses through all of you. Did all of you, at any point in your history, remember what it felt like to be true to something, to desire togetherness as much as right now? For Sal, you, who has not participated in anything like this before, but you've known devotion. What does it feel like? How does it feel, all of you, to have each other's blood inside of you in this hallowed ground?
Candy hears music. Sweet harmony, strings, a violin, cello, quartet, and the harmony is orgasmic.
King feels whole again. It's been so long since he's felt genuinely a part of anything.
I think it's the same for Sal. There is this razor sharp clarity to devotion, and he hasn't had that for a long time.
Chorus of mufflers, exhaust, 8 pistons, pumping in synchronicity, rev together. I feel in concert. I feel like I am the breeze itself.
King, your pack watches, and they learn the most they will ever learn in their own life.
I think King's fingers begin to dance in the air to the rhythm of the music in Candy's head. All right. Let's do this.
And let's take a little break there. We'll be back to end all things ending. We'll be back to devour Jesus Christ. Be back in 10. See you soon. Hello. Welcome back to the finale. Our only announcement for today will be that tomorrow we will not be having the Circle of Seekers and Sinners, a Candela Obscura miniseries by our beautiful Dan Pixel. They will be back November 7th. Happy Halloween. We focus on Sal now. Out of the remaining 8, who do you begin to rally?
Honestly, I think he's gonna do so. Like, for posterity's sake, a camera doesn't work on him. I imagine he's like, you can try Carbon, but please don't break your cameras. Yeah, but I think it's going to be not Pauline, because
Not Pauline
that seems like
or Thomas from Church of Baal.
that seems crazy. I'm leaving
Okay.
them out. Like,
Okay.
unless King was like, no, go ahead and get him.
No. Church of Ball is already proven not to be trustworthy. They're giving orders to my pack behind my back? Absolutely
Fuck
not.
no. I think Skin Graft. I'm gonna go snag candies. I'm gonna go to Rapture, Concord, and then finally the people that Carbon yelled at from the Church of Convent of Mortification. I'm hedging my bets.
Okay. I guess we'll go for a very general one here.
Yeah. Doesn't need. We don't need to do every
Right,
scene.
exactly.
That'd be crazy.
What do you say?
I think the general approach, especially with I almost called him Akihiro Matthew, with Skin Graft and Akihiro, are like, the Empress is trying to fuck us over and fuck your church over and your people, and specifically she planned to kill us all this whole time. So, but oh wait, no, that wasn't the plan. First the plan was to round them up. You're right. Sal would remember that. B's an idiot. I come here with no thoughts, head empty. And I was like, yeah, the Empress fucked us over. No. I think it's more like, all right, it's time to go do apostle shit. I got told to come get you because the rest of these motherfuckers are preparing Jesus. And if you want to get a bite, you're going to have to come with me. Like, because she did promise us that we get to eat Jesus. And I know they would feel so sad if they got left out. And we've decided, and I'm like, it's like we've decided to be so generous and let you guys eat Jesus with us.
Got it. Are you also including or leaving out James the Lesser, Tooth Fairy of the Ark of Eternity?
Yeah, I'm leaving her out.
Okay.
Because that's the same church as the Empress, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't trust her. Illusion, magic, bullshit. Mm-mm.
Yeah. We also, if there was any attempt to be made for Philip, the remaining half of the Monastery of Perdition, you can't find him.
Huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's dead. That's kind of where I'm at. Because I think there is an attempt, because, like, well, I feel like the Monastery of Perdition would probably say no, but they won't, like, fight me about it. So they're not gonna, like, be siding with the Emperors. They don't want to side with nobody. But if Philip isn't around, oh well. I'll get who I can. I'm gonna see if I can get the Convent of Mortification too, and see if I can get everybody sort of rounded up. Get a little bite of Jesus.
Cool. So effectively, that just leaves Skin Graft, Akihiro, Benedetta, and more. So
Yes.
that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 4 of them agree with curiosity in varying states, especially with Benedetta and Moir's uncertainty, but they follow. They agree. They decide to go with you. And at the tunnel, with which you know the Nosferatu to meet you, in a state of truce neutrality, a means to get out of there along the way. The 4 apostles with which you have not drafted necessarily, but allowed in on this sort of plan, approach the rest of you, the rest of the inner circle.
And
Sal is
I've kind of like,
unscathed.
and I'm like, this is all I got.
Right. And kind of looks between the four. I mean, I get, yeah, the four of us, right? Trying to see who's going to be the person who is going to say anything. But I think it's the feeling that it might be him.
Sal gives you a look like, I've already done my part. Like, I'm good. Candy's familiar with that look.
All right, apostles. Good news and bad news. I'll start with the bad news. We have figured out what the Empress's real plan is here for all of us and this siege. I'm sure we can all agree, and I truly putting all bullshit aside, that the man she has brought to us is not in fact Jesus Christ. Can we all agree on that?
Skingraph just like chuckles, like kind of like deep and guttural until the point that he just starts coughing on like his own like exposed like blood and vocal cords and things like that. Akihiro just this big sigh of like, okay, we're finally doing this.
Yeah, we've got to talk about it because tonight's the night, right? We all know he's not Jesus. He's in fact something much worse. He's a bomb. We don't know through what machinations or magic, but the Empress's plan was to basically send him in there with all of us and blow him up. As far as we understand it, the Empress didn't have any explicit plan on how we survived that explosion. I'm gonna just kind of try to gauge to see who's picking up on what he's trying to put down.
I think Mawar speaks up. Simon the Zealot, the leather-dressed kinkster. What have your dreams been like lately?
What am I, what?
Your dreams. All of you.
Nothing, Are you asking about something specific? It's way better if you just kind of are a little bit more straightforward with the information you're looking for.
Benedetta raises her voice, interrupting King, and looks at Candy. I'm not sure if you'd ever known Candy, not redressing Candy as Simon Peter or any of the like. Anna Catherine, the abbess mystic of the Convent of Mortification, had always known about your origins, your true anti-tribute clan. We'd always wondered when exactly you would allow your premonitions, your ability to see into the future, if you indeed had that, would drop, that you would show us any amount of direction, but it never came. But the Abbess Mystic told us to not lose hope. Mawar and I have been dreaming. And we saw bubbles. Does that have anything to do with either of you?
Oh, I was never gifted with aspects. But we had an encounter that involved bubbles. Visions of different outcomes.
Indeed,
I'm a
multiple.
devil.
The devil.
A devil, not the devil. Please, like we need more myth here.
Mawar speaks. Benedetta and I have grown tired. We've grown weary of this entire illusion and charade, and we... Looking over at Carbon, the both of them just like stare over. Are you masked at the moment, or do you leave your burnt flesh visible?
It's visible for them. Supposed cousins.
And although we too had wished to not be a part of this for much longer, we both received the same dream. That something hopeful would come about all of this if we indeed followed him, that thing, Jesus. Benedetta speaks. We are doubtful, but through mortification, through the scarring of our own bodies, we were allowed to see one of these many visions, perhaps, as bubbles fly and burst. Residue still sticks to the ground. We, as these last remaining apostles, whatever it means to have your counsel at this very moment, we will see to it. But do not count on us to stay if we see the future that we dreamed of. Hope is possible.
Okay.
And we will eat Jesus's fucking dick.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear.
You wanted to? No. Okay.
No, not specifically, but that's what their agreement sounds like. You know that.
Yes. No, I get it. Yeah, no, that's a yes. And then I kind of wave my hand towards the others. You all understand what we have to do, right?
Akihiro is like, no, I fucking don't, but I'm pretty sure.
And there's two options here, right? You either go along with the Empress's plan and die, or you don't. And either she comes to kill you later for it, or we do right now. She's already proven herself to not care about the Sabbat as a whole. She does not care about us. She will use us as pawns at her own whim. All she cares about is herself and that monstrosity she calls a son.
Skingraft speaks up. So no siege. We don't go.
No, we still do the siege. We let him blow up. We're just not there. We wipe out the Camarilla, and when he comes back, whatever's left of him, we split him up, and we eat him. and then we'll have to act quickly because the Empress will most certainly know what's happened. And we, we do it.
Okay. I'll help.
Another yes. Motioning towards the others who haven't spoken yet.
I think, I think all there's left is Akihiro, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on anymore, and I have been finding out ways that we can somehow forge an exile because I can't do this anymore. So, whatever gets me out of here.
I mean, we won't be in exile if Jesus goes in and blows them up, New York is ours again.
I'm saying I'm just done with all of this, so.
Oh, yeah, no, agreed. No, I'm with you there.
Consider this our last business party. All 8 of you. Without the Council of the Rest, with whatever direction the Church of Baal also has. You make your way down the tunnel. From what you understand, again from the new Nosferatu worm, was that there were specific Nosferatu-sanctioned areas with which they could travel unknown throughout the Chantry. There isn't a specific Nosferatu through New York that you have with you, but you do have carbon, and you do have skin graft. Skin graft, for the most part, will allow a sort of a, not quite shadow, not quite bubble, but a modicum of hiding that is available. And instead of what seemed to be that scratchy fabric, almost the feeling of being wrapped up in winter and breathing against the fabric of a scarf against your own face, it is with the warm, wet feeling of walking inside a tunnel of wet flesh, thanks to skin graft. But you know that you are unseen. You walk and walk until you make it to the ladder. And you can swear that you can just hear circus music. It's fainter than what you are hearing, but it leads directly above you. Skin graft looks up, looks behind everyone. What's happening?
It does. I mean, this feels magical, right? In some way.
Storyteller, could I possibly hit some kind of wit?
Yeah.
Of course.
A wits roll?
Wits awareness or occult. 2 different things.
Alright.
I would love.
I'll do wits awareness.
If there's anything about... There's something about survival, something about traps, if you'd like as well, depending on whatever anyone would like to roll. Forge your dice pool.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to do wits awareness.
I would like to rouse. Utilize unseen passage and then activate silence of death, into which hitherto would be unseen to the naked human eye, so I can scout ahead and see if I can see what it smells like down there.
Okay. So, King, what was your pool?
Wits awareness, 4 successes.
Someone has been through this tunnel already. Someone has been through the very entrance. Nothing is left behind, you could almost say immaculately put together so that nothing would even seem like it was an accident. The expert work of some of the people that you know and have regularly worked with alongside Jesus. Who else rolled what?
Also 4.
For what pool?
Wits awareness.
What's awareness? Not much other than what King has also put together, I would say.
Yeah, I didn't get anything because I got a wits awareness. I got 3 successes, so I don't know. I know slightly less than them.
Right. You didn't need to roll anything in particular, Carbon?
Yeah, just in case there's any sense of aspects being utilized, I rolled. I somehow got fucking 6 successes with only 1 bestial on a hunger die. But I got 7 successes with a willpower reroll in total for a stealth composure, utilizing my obfuscate as well.
Beautiful.
Do
Carbon.
we see you going? I'm sorry. Do we see you going off to scout?
Yeah, I think you could even see Carbon like look back at you, and then just do like the fingers like that, just like a stay quiet, and then is going to put the collar up of the jacket, and then that kind of makes like a brush of like just blending in with the wall of the area.
I'm gonna rouse the blood. I'm gonna send my shadow servant with you.
Hell yeah.
That's 0 successes. I grow just a wee bit hungrier. And I think, yeah, as you start to head off, you see a shadow stretch out from me and separate, as if like stretched like to its end like Play-Doh. And the form takes on a strangely familiar one, as well, the former Apostle Andrew stands there beside you.
You'll be able to sort of see, almost comically, how the shadow evades Sal's shadow in the tunnel before it follows Carbon. And Carbon, as you push up the latch, this isn't the Tremere Chantry. This is what seems to be some kind of office, but simply too formal, gaudy, and openly aware of its opulence, as you just seem to see an off room of some kind of storage, some kind of something, but not what was said. What you can smell is something vampiric. It smells like blood in the air, but there is alchemy. There's glitter. There's placenta. Batteries. And you can see someone in the doorway, but their walk pattern, their stride is interrupted as they are unmoving. What holds them in place is this gaseous sack, almost as if they were overtaken by some kind of amoeba, as if they were part of something. Seemingly some kind of ghoul, overdressed in designer clothes, and some kind of masqueraded Halloween Venetian mask. And that's what you see.
I'm gonna slowly make my way back to the group. Look at the shadow. Keep up. Make my way back. Ghouls. They have some sort of sanguineous sac attached to them. Alchemy. I don't know if it's Tremere filth or Duskborn nonsense. Could be piss in bottles for all I know. I don't know if they're interconnected like a hive mind or anything. I'm afraid that if I try to take this one out, the rest will be alerted that something will be off. I showed restraint.
Maybe I can talk to it.
Can't talk to it.
I like a little conversation.
It's not the Chantry. She fucking lied. She lied about the op. Either she's sending us right into a fucking honey trap or, well, we're just doing dirty work for her.
Of course. God, why can't no one just be fucking straight up about what they're doing?
I don't know. But I really am gonna kill her. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. That's... Candy, you don't go talk to the fucking hive mind and, see what bullshit party they're having.
My pleasure. And I guess up she goes.
Skingraft is like, I'm going with you.
Oh, you're just gonna walk up there. I thought you were gonna do some magic.
Can I
Okay.
see what his intention is when he said, like, does it seem like it's out of, like, he's like, I'm going with you for safety reasons, or like, I need to go with you for reasons?
You can see a loyal lapdog.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to make sure.
A human undead meat shield of sorts.
Oh, Skingraft is yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have questioned your the training of your dog.
Anyway, above table, my intention is to use demontation on the ghoul. So, I guess for my troubles, I am going to activate awe and just saunter up quietly, give it a nice warm smile.
He is entirely stuck and encased in some kind of artificial womb that is keeping him where he is. He is conscious, and he is looking around with wide eyes.
Hey, storyteller. This is my personal horror. They're gonna just kind of put a hand on whatever, like, fleshy embryonic sac this is. Oh, very quiet, excuse me. They're gonna touch it. Hand.
Oh my god, you're gonna...
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you know what's going on?
I came in here to retrieve something. And I can't move. I can barely see. And everything I taste in the air is making me confused and hungry.
Well, maybe I know a way out. Maybe I know a way to help you, but you have to help me. Can you do that?
Whoops, sorry. Who are you?
That's not important.
What can I do to stop this?
Well, I guess for starters, you could tell me where you are, where we are. If you don't, then I guess I can figure that out for us.
Prince Lorraine Reynolds Elysium. The ballroom is just behind me. And we are trapped, I think. But I hear no chaos.
And Candy kind of pauses because also me, I pause. She looks around the space. Does she hear anything beyond like this kind of carnival music? Like any voices, any like people occupying a room?
You hear nothing but circus music.
Cool. All right. I think in an attempt to like break whatever they're stuck in, Candy is going to take her finger and jam it into her ear and just keep pushing and pushing until something illusory breaks, or her finger's just stuck in her brain.
This is an entirely external force that's happening to this person.
Ah.
Your eardrum kind of rings, but it heals.
Mm-hmm. Just shaking gobs of vitae off their finger. And then just pokes it and pulls it down to like fracture that skin.
Huh. Give me a stamina resolve or stamina occult.
Ooh, that's a freaky roll. I'm gonna rouse for that stamina. And I get a little hungrier. I'm at hunger 3, y'all. That's crazy.
No problem.
Totally. We're so good right now. How do you add... Wait, I think I got it. Okay. That is... I'm counting that. Yeah, that is 6 successes with a bloody crit.
A messy critical.
Mm-hmm.
A messy critical. I think no matter what, you have control over yourself here. With ease, as if you picked up a trick. You just suddenly picked up something and you were perfect at it. Your finger just goes through thin blood alchemy, and the ghoul falls as his legs just sort of wobble, finding their place again, like birthing a new babe cow. He is free. But he begins to run.
Damn it. Do I have enough time to react and catch him or grab? Okay.
Of course.
All right.
Or to do something.
Mm-hmm. I think as soon as he gets that instinct to run, Candy has him by the face, and I would like to use mesmerize.
Okay.
Is manipulation dominate? You're going to stay and help me. Right, darling? Thumbing their cheek.
What is the color of their eyes? Oh, yeah. It's probably, but let's see. Let's be humble.
Yeah. I think it's a kind of sea foamy green. Kind of sitting between those two colors.
His eyes just sort of take that color as the mesmerize takes. Yes, mistress. And his voice just sort of carries because he doesn't know who you are or what your name is.
Y'all, that was Alright, actual vampire nerds. I got 2 successes and a sexy little 1. Does that count as a bestial failure? I don't think so.
No, you're fine. That was my difficulty in my head. You have a ghoul. And the coast is clear for at the very least this room. But you still have yet to breach the ballroom.
Yeah, she goes back to the hatch to summon the rest with proof that the ghoul is tame, or at least for now.
It worked. Okay.
You just keep going?
You want to crash a Camarilla shindig so quickly? No plan?
So the hesitation in my voice was because I was asking, what are we doing? I mean, there's 8 of us. We could... Jesus was supposed to blow the doors open on this place.
Was he?
I don't fucking know what her plan was to get him in here, to be clear. I don't think any of us were ever keen on the details.
No. I look over at Carbon because there's this instinctive, he's got this look on his face of so you have thoughts on this?
Carbon, you are hearing wheezing that seems to be echoing from a high off place. And that's what you have been focusing on, that you've been hearing. For what feels like 1-2 seconds feels like minutes.
What are we fucking truce about or not? We make a statement now. We do what they're scared to do, and we take the opportunity when we run with it. You know what to do. I'll join accordingly. I'll be like Gandalf. I have to go check something out.
Be like this.
Pick what out?
No, I don't get the reference either, dear. Let's go.
Read a fucking
It's a
book once in a
movie.
while, please.
Why would I do that? This is not the time. So, okay, you're just leaving. He's just leaving.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, no, I've got nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. I do. Candy, yes.
No, she's going on. She's good.
Oh.
She's doing it.
I think the idea is, where are we? The fucking,
In a back
Not-
room going into the ballroom.
yeah, the chant. We're not at the chantry, though. We're at the fucking Prince's
Elysium.
Elysium. So, all right.
Princes, primogens, whips, harpies, seneschals, sheriffs, hounds.
It's the heart of the place.
Let's go fucking kill him. We
Yeah,
sneak
the
in.
government.
We do it. Yeah, we do it. We do it quiet. We don't make a fucking statement because that is a good way to actually die. But I know that the sneaky little motherfucker that just ran off can walk in a place without being seen. I know you, King, can do some shit. And I'm sure the rest of you people can handle it. Which one's doing the peace sign?
draft.
I mean,
I'm sh-
if I'm remembering correctly, and like turning back and like Carbon's gone.
Yep.
my God.
Off
Wow.
the screen.
I was gonna say, I mean, we could just lock him in and torch the place.
Exactly. We could. There's a lot of ways we can do this. And I think if we confirm they're all in there, or confirm we got most of them,
I can. We can figure out who's in there. Hey, Carbon, do you still have all of that like? Sorry, my brain's really blanking on it right now. The bottles of
the
flammable
Molotov
liquid.
cocktails,
Thank you, the Molotov
There we go.
cocktails. I don't know why I was kind of blanking on that.
we got
You still
there.
have those, or anything of the sort.
I walked off.
Yeah, and me,
Okay, fair
me
enough,
and
fair
Carbon
enough.
both have the move check the trunk. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I think
could get you what you need.
I'll go ahead and utilize my check the trunk.
mhm.
Is that you can see that there is. I left my bag behind. It's like a messenger sling bag, like a brown leather messenger sling bag, and you can see that there are a bunch of bottles of 100 proof corn liquor, as well as glass bottles, rags that can be ripped. There's also a collection of orange juice concentrate and cat litter, and gasoline.
I love it.
There's also firecrackers, flares. We'll just say it's like a smorgasbord. It's the alchemist's cabinet, witch's cabinet, or the anarchist witch's cabinet. Goes along with the anarchist cookbook.
We sneak in,
Outstanding.
set up some of this shit, lock the doors, light them up.
Perfect. And I
we
think,
stand at the exits, and we catch anyone who tries to escape.
and I think one of there's like obviously all of Carbon's stuff, and I think there are also like Sal always has at least one gun on him because he's that type of dumbass motherfucker. And listen, it's a good way to long range explode things.
I'm all for it.
All right,
We'll
as long
follow-
as yeah, as long as Carbon doesn't get caught up in it, fuck me.
We'll
Guess that's
follow
his
Carbon.
problem.
In the shadowy corners, you Where do you go? Do you just allow your ears to follow the wheezing?
Yeah, I am going to creep along the wall, still maintaining that silence of death. If I hear or see somebody coming, unseen passage immediately, or if it feels like I'm entering into an area that might be under surveillance, activate unseen passage, which I'll just go ahead and keep that rouse check in my pocket here. I've been rolling really well in rouse checks, so let's see if that keeps going. I spoke too soon. I get hungry.
Yeah, don't do it. You can't.
Maybe even before you process, before you realize the fact that the entire ballroom is encased with strong and old vampires, encased in some kind of alchemical amniotic fluid. All of them are mid-dance, raising champagne flutes of blood, somehow bubbling. The Halloween costumes designer abound. What you can only assume to be the prince being lavished. The Toreador. Before you even see, you smell pus, fish, water, moldy, stale, bread left out for days and days, touched by rain. The wheezing leads to what looks to be almost the discarded, left behind body of Jesus Christ. His body, as you see him lying on the ground, as he just attempts to hold his pieces together, swollen, bloated parts of his body just needing to be held together by his hands. Inside of him is what seems to be a white balloon, glowing with what you feel and can feel the radiating heat of what seems to be some kind of sun, some kind of fiery energy. But within that balloon, his body is filled with holes that shine through, and you realize his entire torso has been carved out so that only his internal organs are somehow pinned in place by things, staples, sewing needles, rubber bands. And his heart is still there somehow, his lungs were right in the center of all of it, and his bulbous, wet skin. That sweat now, red blood swelling in all of these places. This white, shining balloon. And he's just suffering on the ground alone.
Carbon almost crawls forward on all fours and gets right next to the pustulant face, bulbous. You motherfucker.
Wheezing. John.
Carbon.
Carbon. Anyone. You. Have you come to bear witness?
Because of the signs it was given power to perform on behalf of the first beast. It deceived the inhabitants of the earth. It ordered them to set up an image in honor of the beast who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. And I'm going to take the multi-tool and I'm going to stab him in the side. Into the lung. Pierce it. But the beast was captured, and with it the false prophet who had performed the signs on its behalf. With these signs he had deceived those who had received the mark of the beast and worshipped its image.
Please.
I'm going to grab it by the ankles and I'm going to drag it to the group.
His body pounds on every step as you had to walk what seems to be a grand staircase way, silently. But it just seems as if some kind of ghost was just dragging this fish-like monster, this bread-like body, down a long, gorgeous set of stairs, as his pus and piss follow in a trail behind him. Everyone else, as you walk into the ballroom, you see what Carbon saw, and seconds before he realized what he was looking at, everyone in these wombs, stopping them where they last were, whatever their last memory was.
Well, fuck. This is interesting.
Do I get the sense that this is going exactly how she thought it would?
How would you know?
I think there's something that one of the members with the pack told me about the Church of Baal. They told them to go somewhere and wait for my instruction, as if they were expecting me to call again. And technically I did give them my instruction, which was to come back to us and tell us what the Church of Baal did. And I could be wrong, but I get the sense that perhaps they too share some kind of auspicious ability. But why would they? Why blow him up if we weren't in the room?
Why do any of this?
I mean,
Do we see Carbon?
You're beginning to hear, as you all study, as you all look upon these faces, the circus music's still playing, all intents and purposes. But you're hearing the loud body rattling down the stairs, and you see that horrid monster that you saw as you were training Jesus to become prepared to do all of this by himself. Akihiro, Skingraft, Benedetta, and Mawar all look in varying states of excitement for some and horror. Benedetta says, "Indeed, this is who we were supposed to worship." Mawar says, in the too relaxed way Mawar speaks, it would almost mean something. It could have meant something.
I don't think it was ever meant to mean anything, except what you wanted it to mean.
There was that other thing she said. They told my pack that we would be here with him, despite the fact that none of us had been told until they told us. And here we are.
So, you're saying we did exactly what she wanted us to do? We're supposed to fucking be here still?
I guess. I don't fucking know. It's very confusing.
Benedetta speaks up again. The bubbles.
The futures. There's still time.
For what? Us to choose a future?
Or torch the place. They're stuck still in these wombs.
Yeah. I guess that is choosing a future if you really think about it.
Looking, I mean, are the people here like dead in the weird same kind of stasis as the other guy was? I guess if they were dead, they'd be ash.
Right. You're realizing, you're putting together that the ghoul was able to speak, was able to see to some degree, but everyone is stuck still. All these powerful vampires.
Is Annie here?
Annie is here.
Annie's
here
putting down
with the Scourge, who is also La Sombra.
Okay.
Who looks to be a Catholic priest.
Oh, cool. That sounds about right. I look to everybody. I think we have someone we can ask. We can get a second opinion, if you don't mind talking to a Camarilla.
You've got 5 minutes before I find somebody that's just powerful enough to make me feel more alive. And then I'm gonna eat them all the way to the last drop. I think I'm gonna take that prince and keep her on ice just in case as a bargaining chip, though.
Mark.
All right.
I'll be patient.
So kind of you.
It's taking a lot out of me.
I'm sure it is, buddy. I pat his shoulder. We both pat his shoulder.
we pat both shoulders.
He gets 2 dad shoulder pats. As I gesture for anybody who wants to fucking follow, because at this point we need group consensus, and I'm gonna just walk up to Annie.
Jesus wheezes silently, almost sounding like a laugh to himself. When you look at Annie, she's unmoving.
I know you can hear us. The last one could talk, apparently. You wanna Tell us what's going on. We might let you out.
Wits awareness or occult.
God, these are the worst stats I have. So terrible. So terrible. I'm gonna spend willpower to give myself more rolls if I need to. There's only one success, so can I spend I can spend willpower to re-roll
Roll up
things,
to
right?
3 hunger die. 3 non-hunger die.
All right, we're gonna re-roll 3 die. Because at this point I got it. All right, and can I spend a hunger die to roll again, or can I only do 2 re-roll things? No, fabulous. Okay, I got 2 successes.
You're beginning to see what seems to be the shaking of her pupil. But she still can't communicate. She can't look at you directly from wherever her vision specifically was. Just still focused on whatever conversation that she might have been having with the father, the scourge next to her.
How's it feel? I'll look over to Candy. How'd you get your little ghoul out?
It was just tearing it apart. I really don't know beyond.
That's crazy. Is this all one big sack, though?
It's one big sack. The ghoul's sack was more gaseous, though.
Is this jelly-like?
If you touch it, it radiates a warmth, and I would say that there's bounce to it. It seems fragile.
I don't want to do that to us. I don't want to let all these motherfuckers out. Just to get an opinion. That seems crazy. But
Jesus.
I will put, go ahead, yes. What does Jesus do?
Wheezes. You're ruining everything.
Okay. Third opinion, second opinion from here. I didn't know you could talk still. Speak up, fish boy. What is it?
This is how I destroy all of them.
Really?
And if the 4 of you and the rest of you, looking at the other apostles, you traitors, if you want to be a part of something truly great, you would have left. Or you would have fought. If there was anything left over. I will lay waste to this place and these monsters. Let me do what I know I came here to do, what I was born to do, to save you all.
Are you really talking to us about greatness and power when Carbon had to drag your ass up the stairs? Are you serious?
Bubbles don't last that long.
Okay. That's good to know.
I'm gonna start using Wrecker to break apart pieces of wood, big pieces of wood, like even if it's like, like support beams or something. I'm gonna start fashioning a cross.
Oh, wow.
Don't interfere. This is my last. This is my pride.
fuck it. I'm just gonna start dragging him to put him on display outside of the place. He had his chance. He blew it. Twice.
At least.
At least.
We can still torch the place, though.
Well, wait. We torched the place after we eat.
All right.
Come on. And like just like is walking through like, look at all the potential here.
Keep some of them. We need to be able to ruin her plans.
All right. I like the way y'all think. I do.
We must be fisher of men.
You fashion him upon.
I'll pick one out for you,
crucifix.
Corbin.
What do you nail or use to affix his body?
I'll go to like a sculpture that's out there and I'll break it apart and use the rebar that's inside. Twist it. It's really good. Drive it in. Once, twice, thrice. Place it upside down, facing towards where the sun will rise. And then I'm going to carve on his torso, or not his torso, on his forehead, upside down, blasphemer.
What are you writing? What are you doing to my body?
I'm perfecting you. I'm getting you prepared for St. Peter.
I was already perfect.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
You ruined everything.
No, I just expedited something that you would have fucked up anyways. That's the thing. You messed up from the very beginning. You did alright in between, but you did something wrong. You believed in your own hype. Joel Osteen, Tammy Faye, all of them. The same thing happens after a while. You start believing your own bullshit. You got high on your own supply.
I'm the son of God.
Yeah. Well, let's see if a miracle comes down from on high and saves you. I'm gonna take a camera, a GoPro, and I'm gonna set it up facing towards him. If you have any confession or anything that you want to say, you can say it right here at this little red dot. Do try to be as descriptive as you can of the entire process. Things like, my skin feels like this, or I'm feeling my insides turn into this, are much better than just ow, or I'm hurting, or I'm in pain. It's best for those that will study it afterwards. From the House of the Vultures, I do thank you for your contributions.
He looks up at the camera. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Fuck you.
Sunrise is at 7:35. You've got about 4 hours. Maybe if you keep that up a little bit louder, someone might catch you. Typically what works is, forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. That's typically the next line. And I'm going to go back and turn and go inside.
He screams out again. Bubbles don't last that long. What does everyone do?
If we're... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. I'm eating.
If we're taking hostages, Candy is going to secure the prince, and the seneschal at least. And if that means, like, ripping these sacks and then staking them, or staking the sacks so they're, like, at least torpored before we open them, so be it.
Give me another stamina and resolve, or occult, whatever you rolled initially, Candy, to be able to manipulate these.
Do I still have my blood buff from earlier?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Three successes.
Who do you go for first?
The prince.
Do you pass the membrane with your hand or the stake first?
The stake!
The womb begins to shake and falter. It begins to vibrate and rattle. And Prince Lorraine, her unmoving pupil now fully, the iris moves over to you, Candy. And as if a baby learning to speak again, her brain, the processes thereof as the blood begins to rise into her cheeks slowly, like some kind of thermometer. She gives you a wide, fanged grin and speaks. Now, who is this that disrupts our Elysium?
She's trying to get that fucking steak in. We ain't got time for this. Swear to God.
You try to stake the prince? Jesus cries out again. The same warning. As Candy, the sheriff's bubble begins to falter and vibrate. And a man dressed in brown, with spectacles, his membrane begins to move about, and Jesus thrashes against the crucifix.
Candy's looking at the other two to start torching, start doing something, because people are
Yeah.
unlocking.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, no, 100%. No, I was
Yes.
already about to kill someone to eat them. I'm.
And
On
bobbing inside again is the white balloon inside of Jesus. I don't recall if there's a specific role for staking. Not that there needs to specifically be one, but one that is steadily coming back into her own bodily autonomy. Would you like to argue anything, Vin?
I mean, I can see it being some kind of like strength brawl or athletics, which I have none of. If I could rephrase the scene, like whatever her little "who do we have here," I could just say like, "Oh, a friend," to activate demontation, because it is a conversation. So as long as she's speaking to me, I'm speaking to her. That I could just crack her brain a little bit longer.
Sure, I'm down for that.
All right, I'm gonna.
What is everyone actively doing right now?
Taking a body, I'm taking my hand, I'm putting it through their chest.
Do we have access to the body? Like, are we able to pull people out?
I'm just gonna try to go through the bubble.
Go through the bubble rather with
Yeah, like-
hands.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people to have to kill in this room.
I'm just trying to kill one.
Okay.
And I start off with one, see where we get from there.
I see what King is doing, see what Candy is doing, and really, really look at my sire for just a second and consider how fucking poetic it would be. And remember, I don't like poetry. And start setting up this room to go off with all of Carbon's doodads and bits and baubles. Because we can't fight all these people. That's crazy. And I know that.
What is the role that the prince has to beat Candy?
I had to do a nice little reroll for 8 successes.
Okay.
And she's rolling composure intelligence.
Interesting. I'll be using some reroll. And you said 8? 4 successes with willpower.
Cool. I guess for them, then it, instead of like this constant reverberation of Candy's words, they feel resealed into whatever sack they were just in. As if it just opened, they had a little crack, and then slides back over with the mental effect.
Jesus begins to cry out in pain as Benedetta and Mawar have walked over to him on the crucifix, removed his pants, and begun their cutting.
They said what they were gonna do. Yeah.
They did. It's right on the tin.
Carbon, what are you doing?
We're playing whack-a-mole. I'm taking dowels, I'm taking rebar, I'm taking knives, whatever I can. We're going on a torpor spree, or at least we're gonna start making it really hard for some fuckers to get moving. Yeah, you gotta stop rubbing against that microphone, my guy. So yeah, I'm gonna do what I can to just be as fast as possible. If I slip up some, I'm gonna try to do it in like order of operations of who I think is more, more potentially dangerous, like a sheriff or a fucking dude with glasses. Typically, those are freaks when it comes to Camarilla. If it's a Camarilla like Primogen and he's in glasses, he's probably a little freak. So yeah.
I think, Sal, you're maybe the only one with some point of reference. You realize some of the Primogen that have remained. The Tremere Primogen. The Banu Hakim Primogen. Malkavian. Ventru. Harpy. And amongst others, you see their parties, their coteries, some herds, who seemingly have long since turned into bones inside of the womb. Stakes are placed, piercing these sacks, presumably with Candy's control. Understanding this strange vampiric alchemy. The last cut is made, and Jesus and his rotten, spoiled blood drips down to the floor in his agony. Skin graft goes over and begins to start flaying the skin of his bloated thighs, pustules and all. Akihiro does not partake until the blood somehow, in his sickness, he retches to the floor. But he takes Jesus Christ's fingers, all 10, slipping them off from the bloated finger, the bloated bone, and pitifully puts them in his mouth as if they were all wet, soggy pieces of jerky. And they all, no matter the taste, the texture, how rotten the blood, they feel power. Before this place goes in flames, as the prince's eyes from brilliant blue goes to seafoam green, the realization that some parts, the top layers of some of their clothes and skin beginning to burn away. There is still Jesus and that bobbing balloon. Is it still worth the taste?
Candy has her prize, her ransom, and is going to leave it as it is.
Harbin's gonna think about it for a little bit, And then it's just going to take that multi-tool and with a really quick swipe, take the right ear. I want to say, hello, hello. Maybe you'll be in a place to hear it later. For everything. In my pocket. Can sling over like a shepherd with some sheep. Over my shirt. Some of these torpor bodies. I got 8 successes.
I think to mirror our role to Jesus, our brotherhood in the House of Vultures, I'm going to, after I've set up this place to absolutely load a kingdom come, going to reach up and manually just rip off the left ear. Maybe take some face flesh with it. I don't say anything. I just eat it.
I think King goes like watching everybody take off chunks of Jesus while we're waiting for this thing to blow, and I think he stands there looking up at him and just kind of chuckles and turns and walks away. Jesus isn't worth it. I mean, Laszlo most certainly isn't worth it. I don't want any part of this piece of shit to be a part of me.
The Thunder Brothers, the left, James the Great, and the right, John the Beloved. Sal and Carbon. The other 4 apostles descend upon Jesus, eating around the white light. Intestine, stomach, popping, overflowing the ground with what could only be, what you can only hope is fluid like gasoline. As you all reach a safe vantage point, who has the detonator?
Yeah, it's got Carbon, right?
I was like, I think Carbon has to have that's his whole thing.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, slap it 3 times, slap the detonator 3 times to make sure that it hits.
An explosion. Not just of light, or white confetti, or fairy tale fucking bullshit nonsense. Fire. Frenzy. And all 4 of you rather, can swear 23 shadows in the midst of the fire. And they disappear. That fire, that ringing in all of your ears turns into seconds, minutes, hours, weeks, months. The Camarilla of New York City is no more. The tunnels open, surveillance falls, and the infestation of New York City begins. All of you